Good morning, chaps. Today we've got a Super Nanny Nitro here. It's about 500 calories of sugar, so I can be stocking up the glycogen for the training session. Okay, so it's another good day in the saddle, and today was a Tech Max effort plus Palace sub threshold. And you can see here it was a pretty decent ride, 2.5 hours almost, and nearly 2,000 meters of elevation in 64 kilometers. The average power was on the low side due to all the descending. That's why I recommend, if you want to get a high average power, that you ride on the flats, because if you're riding in a mountainous area, there's going to be a lot of descending and your average power is naturally going to drop and you won't be able to burn as many calories. And yeah, almost 2,000 calories, so not too bad. And here we can see the Dr. A Kogan formula, it's 289, whereas the Strava one isn't always as good as that one. It usually gives you a little bit of a lower value. So let's have a look at the analysis. You can see what happened here. And my prediction was pretty accurate. If we look here at the effort outdoors step, you can see here in the first bit I was fine, and then in the second half I was kind of battling to hold the wattage. You can see it's like pretty up and down, pretty erratic. And then the last little bit, just that last fucking push to the end. So let's have a look here. So for 31 minutes and 13 seconds, I started my clock a little bit earlier. Yeah, I did 341 watts. So my prediction of 330 threshold is pretty accurate. So that's going to affect my training stress score quite a bit, because I said that my threshold is at 353. That's what I'm using for training stress score, but now it's going to go up significantly for the week because I've got a lower threshold currently. But at this rate, I should be improving my threshold at about 10 watts per week, because I'm just overloading my body so much. It's just a lot of training stress, so you adapt really quickly to this, especially if you've been riding for many years. So here we can see the cadence was a bit on the low side, for me, 89 RPM. And yeah, let's go to the second effort. This is a longer effort, sub-threshold to the Palace. The Palace is about, from the bottom to the top is about 1,000 meters of elevation. Let's select the whole thing here. And you can see this is a much smoother effort. I had to bring it down a little bit here just to get the average watts lower, because it was 314 watts and I wanted to get it to about 310. You can see here I did 311, and that's about, sub-threshold is 95% of threshold, but I should have actually ridden at 90, which is about 300 watts. So that would have been a little bit better, but it's okay. And then next week I'll be riding at 320, since my threshold will go up a little bit. Threshold doesn't always stay the same, because your training stress changes from day to day and throughout the week and throughout the month. So threshold is always going to vary, but your average threshold is pretty constant. Here we can see the average cadence was 86, so not really such a high cadence, but it's the power that matters. And the power was pretty good, pretty steady effort. And all in all, it was a good ride today. And I think the sub-threshold effort after the threshold effort really helps with that mental strength, because you have to push again after you get a hard effort. And yeah, a lot of people, they don't like to do so much time at high intensity. And the purpose of this training is to simulate racing, because with the sub-threshold effort, threshold, VO2 max, anaerobic and neuromuscular efforts throughout the week, you really simulate how racing is, because racing you're riding at all intensities, so you're getting all that variability, and that's why racing really is the best training. But if you can't find a race, then make your training hard. I remember Bradley Wiggins used to train harder than he raced. Well, they still do it, Team Sky still do it. They train harder than they race, and that's why they're so good when they get to the races. And they also time it specifically so that they peak at the races that they want to win. For breakfast, I got about 500 calories in these bananas. I had to chuck quite a few of them away because they were going rotten. So yesterday, after I filmed the vlog, I had a pack of chips, and this guy influenced me to have some chips, and it's showing here on my face. So the fat you eat is the fat you wear on your face.
I just couldn't believe the fastest guy is eating this shit. What is this, pal?
Fucking ketchup and onion powder.
Ugh.
Spaghetti, that's all I roll. so no more pimples on the face.
No matter what they tell us, no matter what they do, no matter what they teach us, what we believe is true.
It's almost dinner time and I've got myself some of the good old chocolate soy milk, knocking back a cold one, and also the vegan rice for dinner. Let me get a close up here. Yeah, this stuff is good. I like mixing it with a little bit of white rice. Dilute it a little bit because it's really strong if you just have it like that. And yeah, if I mix it with the white rice, it's about 1,000 calorie meal, and this is about, this is just over 200 calories. Yeah, after last night's packet of chips, I had to run a little bit of a more extreme deficit today, so in about 1,000 calorie deficit. But I feel good, I feel fine. I'm not, my energy is not low. I can still do what I need to do for the day. I can be productive if I want to, and I can still train hard, so it's all good. Energy is not going down. I think as soon as you see your watts per kilo dropping on the bike and in life, that's when you know you need to increase your calories. And I don't recommend doing calorie deficit because, I mean, not many people are doing an extreme bike race, you know. So in order to get extreme results, you've got to do extreme shit. But for most people, just eating high carb, low fat gets them lean enough for life, and they don't have to worry about anything. If you're really that serious about weight loss, then you'll be eating fruit meals 2 times a day. But yeah, I don't like that so much, and it's always a problem finding ripe fruit and getting enough calories from ripe fruit. And also, you also need quite a bit of a budget to get ripe fruit all the time. So for me, I just like eating what I want to eat, as long as it's vegan. Vegan is the most important thing. And yeah, it gets the job done. Cycling, it's not so much about the food that you put in your body, it's more about your mindset. Your mindset is what's going to power you. The food doesn't make that much of a difference. Okay, obviously if you're going to do low carb shit, then you're going to struggle, but if you've got enough carbohydrates, 70% of your calories coming from carbohydrates, which is something that most people get, then you're going to have enough power on the bike and you're going to be fine in daily life. You'll still have that participation in your daily reality. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this style of videos. I hope you appreciate my transparency that I show every day with my training and my living. And yeah, I'm just a regular guy, down to earth guy. I just do things a little bit differently than most people. If you have some suggestions of things you'd like to see that I can improve the videos with, leave it in the comments down below. And give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and give it a dislike if you think it's shit. Whatever, man, it's all good. It's part of YouTube. Like and dislike, polarity is good. See you again soon.